What's up, everyone? It's the boy NS2003, aka Nathan Stapleton here, and welcome everyone to All Club Speedway in Fontana, California, as we are set for part-time qualifying for tomorrow here for race 2 on the season and for the state blows to 50. I am Nathan Stapleton, and alongside me is none other than, I don't know, local native to the racetrack, Travis Phantom up here in the Powerade Truck Series booth.
It's great to be here. Like you said, my local track. Live 9 miles from this track, so this track means a lot to me, and can't wait to commentate with you here at this racetrack.
Made a fantastic race, of course, last week, 2 weeks ago at Daytona, I should say. We saw a interesting race, no cautions, mostly terrible fire, but then the last 5-7 laps it got crazy, and we saw Quentin Buchanan get the win. But as far as part times go, we saw Jeff Leifler, Igor Boretto, Andrew Miller, and I believe Sam Oskin made it into the show. So now we have to see which Fort will make it into the State of Blows 200, not 250, 200. And our club, this is very unique for these truckers to go here at our club, but we've done this race, I think, almost every single season of the Power Truck Series. But of course, the one difference is that we've normally done CTS visits, so it's basically a pat race, full throttle. That's not going to be the case this season with GNS visits. All these tracks are going to be different, but this is going to be one of the bigger ones that's going to act different. About 195 into turn 1, and these guys are going to have to slow down a lot. So how do you think that's going to play into a factor here this weekend?
Yeah, like you said, previous races used to be pack race, full throttle in these, mostly with these trucks, with that high downforce, low horsepower package. But now we got that low downforce, big motor package with the GNS physics, and you're gonna see these guys, like you said, going 200s, but in draft, heading into the corners, and you're gonna have to slow down a lot, and it's not gonna be a pack race. Draft is still gonna be a key down the straightaways, though. Here.
Oh yeah, with this being a 2 mile racetrack, the only 2 mile racetrack we go to this season, we are not going to Texas World or Michigan. It's the biggest track, biggest speedway that we are going to, not counting Daytona and Talladega. So the draft is still going to matter a lot here for the Stables 200. But right now, Owen Miles is fastest in the number 3 machine. And never mind, that is now the 41 of Trevor Williams Jr. in a 5th Nice Motorsports truck up to the top of the board. And almost everyone has made a time, all but 4 trucks. And let's see, the 28 is 6th right now, drafting with the 35. So even though these two are working together, they're not really going that much faster. And honestly, I think I know why. This 28 of Eric Monaco keeps on trying to pass Boretto, and that's not going to work out for him whatsoever. As the 6th jumps up to the top of the board of Will Parrish.
Will Parrish with a good lap time right there. And, well, as I say that, the 28 and the 35 go 1-2. So I guess working together did help out, even though they were side by side. Well, once again, the 14 and the 54 worked together, and that put the 14 of Cole Raymond up to the top of the board so far.
Well, I stand wrong. Apparently, if you can stay behind a truck, it will help with this being a 2 mile racetrack. And that worked out really well for Cole Raymond, and he is still beyond the 54, and he might go faster here, potentially. It's about 15 laps on fuel, and there is going to be a pit stop probably, so I've seen on how long these guys can really get a good lap time in, as they will probably get 5, 7, 8, 10 laps in. And the 14 does not go faster. So as
the 54 did.
Yeah, the 54 did though, of Skylar Taylor. So now it's the 14 of Cole Raymond, the 28 of Eric Monaco, the 54 of Skylar Taylor, and the 43 of Tyreek Hartman, the top 4.
And that is good for that 43 truck, getting himself into the transfer spot from qualifying. Just over 5 minutes left in the session, and the top 4 are trying to keep their spots secure, but everyone else, as I say that, someone just jumped up. I think that was the 28 that just jumped up to the top of the board.
Yep.
Of Eric Monaco.
Monaco has some speed on this 28 machine. He got past the 35, and now he's might get a snippet of the draft off the 41 here, so he might go faster here.
Yeah, that's a good lap right there, 39.212. We'll see if anyone manages to top that off, and uh, maybe a 35 as well can get a better run because these three are all evenly spaced out. And the only one that's not really getting a draft is that the leader of this, the number 41, Trevor Williams.
28 goes faster, and I believe so did the 14, so theory was correct right there, and the 35 jumps into the 4th spot, and that bumped out the number 43 of Tyler Coleman, so that's exactly what happened, and that might be a good enough lap for the 28 or 39.171. He might be in the show. I don't know if anyone's going to be able to top that, and I think he's going to come down pit road, either that or the 41. Nope, it's the 41. But right now, the 10 is just on the outside looking in of Timo Mauser. I know I butchered that name.
Timo Mauser.
Mauser, yep. There's not a lot of names I can't really pronounce in this Powerade Truck Series this season, thankfully. That's one of the few that I don't, so I'm so sorry to the number 10 truck. But he is currently in 6th place in qualifying. And then Sam Oskin is 7th.
Make that second.
Oh, what the? Hello. Well, speaking of the devil, he was not in the top 4, and now he's in 2nd. That was like commentator's curse, but the other way.
That was the commentator's gift.
Well, hello, 10 truck. Up to 2nd. Honestly, he got that because of drafting beyond the number 62 of Logan Williams. And he might... Oh my goodness. Blocking the number 10 right there. But still 2nd. Great lap time, but not going to really be able to pass the 28. That did bump out the 35 though.
If you're one of the trucks like the 47 or a few other trucks who have set times just being by themselves, I would come down pit road, get a fresh set, and try to go out with someone in the draft, because we've seen that the draft is definitely key, even with the new package that these trucks have.
Yeah, definitely. Some things don't change, and some things don't change, especially here at our club, with it being a 2-mile racetrack, and the draft is still very important. The 28 is on pit road. He might as well just stay on pit road, because I think no one's going to be a 39.171, let alone 4 people. The 10 might be pretty safe. The 14 and 54, though, I'm not entirely sure. Sam Austin going to go back out on track with new tires. I think the 43 is going to go back out. Same with the 41. The 3 of Owen Miles, he is currently in 8th, so he could get a fast time, but he needs some help. And he's not going to get that from 97. That's the 13 of Al Moscow. I haven't really talked about him yet in the session. He's currently in 13th.
Yeah.
In his truck numbers, and that's unfortunate. And unfortunate for Will Pish, because he was up up top, I think, but now he is slowest here in unsure qualifying.
Went to hero from 0. I mean, you were correct right there. At one point, he was at the top of the board, and now he's at the bottom of the board. And now, right here, we got a big truck line. Well, I thought it was a truck line. It was just 2 trucks.
Well, in the middle, he made it into the Burger King 250 at Daytona, and this might be his last shot, but it's not going to look out for him right there, as he's going to go side by side. Might have to watch out for Will Pish here. He finally has a draft. He did get his fast lap. He's up to 11th. Might have to keep an eye out on his number 6 if he can maybe get a good lap this lap to get into the top 4. Maybe with the 97 as well.
Yep. Even though Oskin and the 47 of Andrew Miller were side by side entering 1, we've seen it before that side by side doesn't really mean that much as long as you're going single file through the majority of the lap. So we'll see here.
And then, nope, not going to go faster, but the 6
does not as well.
I'm actually kind of shocked about that.
Yeah, still 11th.
And with only a minute left in the session, not counting the extended time, it's looking pretty good for the 28, 10, 14, and 54 to make it into the Stables 200. Might have to watch out for Oskin one more time.
Whoa, Trevor Williams Jr.
Whoa, 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 what the... Whoa! Oh!
A 088.
He... Wow. Got the draft off the 10 and 62 and absolutely got a wicked time. 39.088. He's in the show. He doesn't even have to stay on track. Wow. And that bumped out to 54. And now the 14 of Cole Raymond is on the bubble. I was not expecting that one, Travis. What a lap.
I was not either. I was looking at Ozkin and Andrew Miller, and then all of a sudden I look at the scoreboard, and the 41's now at the top of the board. So that was a crazy lap right there from Trevor Williams Jr. Trevor Williams Jr. We weren't even looking at that 3-truck pack, and all of a sudden that
Maybe we
pack
should
formed
have.
up, and yeah.
And I think because it happened so late, he's definitely going to make it. Same with the 28. And I think everyone that's in the top 4, I think they will make it with so little time and with everyone else just being all by themselves. Here's a 3-truck pack, but I think they might run out of time.
Yeah, and they're battling with each other, which is not the smartest thing to do in qualifying, especially with group qualifying like this.
Yeah, they did extend the time, but I don't know if how much it's really going to matter, unfortunately, for Will Parrish. Gave it a good shot in his number 6 machine. Andrew Miller, nope. And, yeah, no.
Nope.
I think that's going to do it. 43 does have the draft of the 28, but I think he's going to run out of time, as I think that's going to do it right there. And it will.
And it will.
Well then, an interesting part-time qualifying right there. Saw a lot of fast speeds out of nowhere, like Trevor Williams Jr. with a 39.0 and Eric Margot with a 39.1. They will make it into the show, and then the number 10 and the 14 will join them. And unfortunately for everyone else, they will have to wait till next week to continue the West Coast swing at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. So a very interesting part-time qualifying session right there, but maybe we saw something that might carry over into the actual race. What do you think we might see tomorrow for this race number 2 on the season?
I feel like with what we saw here, a lot of, if you're going to see 200 miles per hour heading in the corners, tires are going to be a big thing, I feel like, and the draft definitely still matters. We saw that there with the times, and I feel like it's going to be a very interesting race of how it plays out tomorrow.
Oh yeah. Even with the different packages, draft still matters here, and with 40 to us compared to 14, it's going to be really, really wild, especially at the start, of who can get a good jump on the field. 40 to us, 25 laps, race number 2 tomorrow here on Men's Race 97 for the Stables 200, and it will be transferring up here in the booth with me for that one. It's going to be a exciting race, and until then, we will see you guys tomorrow. Bye!